regarding engineering 102,
Can you give them a few stories we had?
Oh yeah, stories about engineering. Yeah. So but like if I want to remember like, or I think the most interesting, or like the memory that I think I would remember even if I like graduated from university, went to grad school, hopefully
Stuck with
inshallah.
you, basically.
Yeah, yeah. That memory was we had a petroleum project in our year. We had two projects. One was with chemical engineering department, and one was the petroleum department. The
Yeah.
second one, the petroleum one, it was really an interesting project. It was really interesting
What
because
do you mean by interesting?
interesting means hard, but at the same time something that you want to work on. Okay,
Interesting means
because
debugging for 5 hours a day, right?
man, don't let us continue the story. Don't spoil it.
Sorry.
Okay, so it was interesting. It was hard. I'm telling you, it was hard. It involved a lot of self research, but at the same time, it was interesting to work on. So we started, and of course, we started. I think 2 days before the deadline, which is I don't know why always freshmen, and not all the freshmen. I think all uni students like they have a problem with their deadline. Of course, time management again. So we started I think 2 days before the deadline. We went. I think we came to uni at 8 a.m. something like that,
Yeah.
and we started coding. We started from scratch. I think we started writing comments, searching Google. Of course, when you're doing any coding, you will just open Stack Overflow, open Python documentation and start coding. Start writing, comments. Start understanding, like in the source code, the code he gave us initially, in the program, like
Yeah,
we should like the task was to add to a code. The source code was there, but we should add something. So starting understanding like what is happening in the code, doing some runs, changing some variables and all that stuff. And then we started working. We understood everything. We started working. First bug, something is not showing. Something like we were 100, like I was 100 sure like this should appear. Like the logic tells me that this.
everything is right.
Yeah, everything is right.
Everything is there. Why?
Do yeah, change variables, change for loops, do a lot of stuff. Like I think we start doing that for about 1 hour, something like that. And then what was the error? Indentation.
Indentation. Yeah.
Indentation.
Like,
I was about to kill myself. Okay,
take on
we
that.
are done.
How much time did you take on that?
I how much time did you say? How much time?
Yeah, how much time did you take?
I think it was the indentation was 1 hour something.
Yeah, but then
Because we had 3 bugs. We had 3 bugs. I remember that we had 3 bugs.
yeah, continue.
Okay. I remember the full story. So like, I don't want Hamoud to spoil it for you because I'm sure he will do that.
Sorry.
Okay. So we finished that first bug. Like had an hour rest. And then we came back and continue do like coding for 2 hours, something like that. Second bug appears. It's only showing like we I think we wanted 10 samples or 5 samples, and it's only showing 2. It was weird because we were sure that we are doing the right number of samples. Like the for loop should be correct. Start doing debugging for how much? For like I think we went for this like for 1 hour also. Then we found a very 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 stupid error in the for loop. I don't really remember the error like exactly, but it was an error in the for loop.
Yeah.
Now we are done. We finished. Everything should run. The project is like we completed the project. Let's do the run. It's not running. It's not working. It's producing nothing. I was like, everything is correct. Like do every part by itself and it's working. Do them one time. It's not working. It was weird. It was really one of the weirdest things that I ever like experienced in my life. And the case is, it was not an error. Like it was a logic. Like the previous ones were kind of the for loop was kind of a logical bug, but like the previous one indentation error, it was not like even like doing any or producing any output. But here, like for the for one, it was easy to find. But here, like imagine that you are having a project from 10 parts. Running every part alone, it's working. It's giving you the perfect results. Then running them all, it's not working. How should you like solve that? I think we were like we had to debug for about 3 or 4 hours to do that. I remember at the, like half time I was like, guys, let's submit it with the bugs and hopefully the professor won't notice.
And with the bugs, it doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you.
Yeah, just let us kind of copy the code, just like it was working on my machine. And of course, yeah, I don't know why, but I think was like the most like the number one excuse that students tell their professors when their code is not working. It was working on my machine, like it
I
was
don't
working on
know.
my machine. It's not working on yours. I don't know what is the problem, even though like the code will be full of bugs. So we had to debug for about 4 hours, something like that. And then I think at the end of the day, we got it by luck. Even though I don't think there was I don't believe that there is something called debugging by luck, because like you start like not knowing anything, then you start experimenting, and then you start limiting. Okay, so maybe I can exclude this and this to be sources of error, and then start experimenting again. So at the end of the day, we reach something that we have something wrong with the order of the variables. We start working, we start naming some random variables. I think I named the variable Hamoud, and then a variable I named it MK. Uh, I was doing very random stuff.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the program worked. I still remember me and Hamoud, running all around the library. It worked. We are smart. And at that time, we really opened Microsoft and grad studies in Harvard and Oxford, and we were planning to apply.
Yeah, we were
We,
like on top of the world. Yeah, we
yeah,
basically like finished everything that we had to do in coding. We're professionals. Yeah, we're done.
let's Google. We are coming. uh, the case is like when I reflect, and I remember that it was very easy.
Yeah, it was
Um,
very easy. Like just like
we thought at that time that was the hardest thing that we would ever see in our life, and we thought that we did of course we did everything that we could, but like the case is, we thought that this is the peak. Like there will be nothing higher than this. I was telling them like, "Halas, guys, we finished programming. We are smart, even though like we did silly mistakes, or not silly mistakes. There are nothing called silly mistakes in code. We were ignorant about some stuff which are important stuff.